Well, we've got a game into Arakni. This is normally pretty easy to play. We don't need any sideboard really. I might bring that healing potion in, like he's not fast enough that I can't play it. He, she, they, whatever a big spider is. Okay, so they're bringing AB2 and some other stuff. So, you know, this is what it is. I'm going to throw that in the bin for some life, and we are just going to straight throw the flare using this. Because if we do it through the surgeon, they can actually AB more of it, basically. I don't want them to. I want to have a 4 life swing on my first turn and arsenal the filling. It might actually work out the same. This is doing 4. If I did this, it would do none, and then no, this is definitely better. This forces 2 through rather than 1 through, I think, and I prefer that. There we go, 4 life differential now. My only thing here is that I would really like to use this. I think what we're honestly going to do is just get that played now, just so I can actually decompose properly in a second. We're not doing anything about the clave. So the only weird position I'm in now is that I do not have enough graveyard to decompose with. We're going to threaten them with this Autumn's Touch. Try and get them to pitch. And then we're going to pass, because the alternative is to hit them with a plough, which might have been a choice. Could have hit them for 2. Yeah, so we got a card off them, that's kind of fine. So they're coming in with big hits as well. Clave obviously gets bigger and smaller when you put the stone wall in, so it's not great, but it was needed for the extra 1. really just spending this turn blocking to get some graveyard. I'll play the Rampant for 1 life, and it's probably going to be my entire turn, to be honest, in turn. But he's not doing anything, so it's fine. Should have closed it up in the chain because the clave's going to do nothing. As I say, we are just kind of blocking out at this point. Because that now puts us on enough stuff to be able to use this next time, but not now. Literally going to take a point of life off that to cyclic, so I don't put it static per hand, and you know, we're now in a position to like throw multiple fellings. So you know, 2 blocks this turn, and then probably play this felling followed by that felling. So we're block 6. I don't think they're going to do anything with that. No. And now we begin hitting them with fellings repeatedly. I love felling. Felling is the reason to be Earth if you're not counting Verdance's key ability, which is obviously Rampant. Such a good card. It's a shame we don't have slightly more of this. I wouldn't want too much, it would make us a horribly good hero, I think, but I think it's maybe a shame that Plough isn't slightly more damage. 6 is fine, but cool. So they ain't having a turn. If this hits, be honest, I'm just going to take it. I'm not going to gamble anything like, oh, they might be able to push for a blue, or just a nick if I'd blocked with the autumn and then managed to get my other blue and then I've suddenly got a really crap turn. I'd rather lose a card to them and then I can just throw fruits away and such. Okay, so they take the snap back. That actually leaves me with a really good turn still. Go back to 40 life. There's a vague temptation to triple banish and get my earth count up, but I don't think I need to. And obviously that leaves me with a more comfortable banish if I draw a plough or a whatever. Blanking on names. Rootbound carapace. Cool. I mean, that's just going to hit, unfortunately. Slightly annoying, but you know, what do you do? We'll probably pitch this to actually gain them 1 life as well, just because, you know, it's better than keeping it in my hand, and I want to put the shelter into my arsenal, I think. It's actually a difficult one. I could arsenal that, keep the shelter in my hand and use it to bounce off any claves. That would be reasonable. But honestly, I'm not that bothered about claves, so we're going to go with that. Kind of hoping to have found a healing potion by now, but it's not happening. We will bounce the claves with the mental blocks because there's no reason not to. Got a lot of D-reacts to protect me, and we've got a felling to play, so, you know, in a good position as always. Say, Arakni Marionette into Verdance is weird because he just kind of swings gently at you and you're just having a nice time. Both daggers stopped. This is playing out fine for me at the moment. No hit for him, a ponder to replenish my arsenal, and we get to felling them a 3rd time. 3 fellings is how you win games. Tree's also how you win games. I don't know where they're at the moment. Really would have liked to see a tree, maybe a healing potion by now, but it's whatever. I'm ahead on the race, and we're just happily, you know, happily hitting each other, and I hit harder at the moment. And possibly for a very long time, if we're being honest. My ability is now online, so I can start doing nonsense with that when I get the chance. You know, there's just a lot to do, really. They're going to be playing on a 3-card hand. They're probably going to leak a load of damage. You know, I could see them doing 1 block and taking 4 or 5 again, maybe. Or not, just taking the lot. Oh, there we go. Thought there'd be something. Well, that's annoying. Can't be helped with that. Okay. So we're going to block with one of those. We're going to try and keep the mental block to do mental block command and conquer. If we have to, we'll throw it an arsenal command and conquer. But obviously we're going to play the shelter out once they've thrown a load of reactions in. Still okay at the moment. So it's now massive. We're definitely still going to play the shelter. We're probably going to play the mental block as well. It means we lose 1 command and conquer from deck and 1 from hand. You know, could be worse. Nice thing is that one of those command and conquers was locked in on the chain, so they couldn't banish it, which means it goes into the graveyard and we can then use it. I am going to arsenal this because I can hit them in the face with it. It's also not too bad in terms of bait. We've seen a command and conquer in there. They've obviously got leave no witness. It's not at all bad to be there, to be honest. I am kind of not bothering with Arcane due to their Arcane barrier right now as well. You know, it just kind of falls under it is what it is. So I'm quite happy to throw this Autumn for 5 as my turn, you know. It's effectively only using 1 card because this came off a ponder. And, you know, certainly better than it staying in my hand and not getting to attack with it. We're going to use this up here because I don't think I need it. It's hard to tell if I need it, but I don't think I'm going to need it. Yeah, they do have the toxin, that's fine. Kind of suspected it might be there, but there's nothing you can do about it. But I don't really want this because I'd rather arsenal the sigil. You know, we're coming up to the point where I should be able to do some big combo damage. Let's go up and touch straight to the dome. That's not bad. So we're going to threaten with this to start, then we're going to do the heartbeat and do a lot of pings, and then we're going to play the healing potion, and that's not a bad turn. Don't know if it's going to strike to blue or not, but this is basically a 6-point swing and it's lovely. Heartbeat gets very good into these slower matchups where, you know, like especially where they're clearly trying to conserve their hand this turn for whatever they're doing. It is a shame that that hand does not have another blue. So we're going to gamble on the root band protecting this hand, and if we don't, I don't care enough. Like, there's nothing much they can take that I actually care about. You know, it'd be nice to do the snapback combo, but, oh, not combo, but, you know, search and snapback off the will. But, like, this is not a particularly big hand, and if they disrupt it, they disrupt it. Yeah, thought that would be coming. This is fine, basically. I think they'll take the will. I might be wrong. They're not going to take the sigil. I've just left it there in case they're daft enough to let me have the will snap back. Yeah, that's the correct choice, I think. So, I mean, I have two choices here. I could gain the life, but I'm kind of tempted to just zap them. Just check something here. One snapback, one flare. Yeah, two flares. So we have more stuff in there for sure. Quite a lot of stuff left, to be honest. Yeah, I'm going to throw this. Just continue putting their life in peril, basically. They're going to have to AB soonish because they're close to a lethal combo. Yeah, that's all we need. Bah. That's the wrong timing for that. This may seem like massive overkill, but I just do not want this to hit. Like, I'm very, very close to killing them, and I don't want to deal with their shit. We're going to attempt to not block here at all. If they don't take a card off me, this is huge damage. Okay, I mean, this is still good. This is especially why we don't want to block. You're just waiting to see if things like that hit. Let's go Verdance pings. I'm going to force all their arcane denial off them this turn, basically, and that's going to close the game. They should have blown these now because they're almost guaranteed to know. You know, like, there's no way I'm not comboing and throwing something after the Surgeon. I guess they can sit on 2 and keep the Respirator, can they? Yeah. So maybe they didn't need to crack it. Their play's probably right at this point, but you know, like, they're so low. So let's just put something. Why is that face up? What am I missing here? Is that just so I can see it? I guess so, yeah. I could have sworn these are normally the other way up. Am I crazy? Aren't they normally face down and I have to look at it? Or am I imagining this completely? Oops. Overpassed. Good game. It's a pretty comfortable game with 22 life left. Arakni just does not really have the gas into Verdance, I don't think. It's an enjoyable game, but it's very, very in our favour. Like, comfortable that's not necessarily interesting. I was always a big fan of things like the Viscerai games because they are close. I think they're favoured for us, but they're close. You have to work at them, whereas this is... I don't want to say it's inevitable. They absolutely could kill you, but they're going to struggle very much. Still not, you know, a ridiculous difference like Prism with the, 99% win rate or whatever the hell they should be on. But, this is definitely one of our best matchups. I think even easier than Giles. Gel can break all your gear and be disruptive and be a pain, and Arakni only has the disruptive and you can block a lot of the disruptive. So yeah, it's what it is. But yeah, fairly fun game. See you in the next one.